Hey guys, I'm back here again with another YouTube video. I told you guys I was going to try to be more consistent, so that's what I'm doing. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to find some art advice that I've seen on Reddit, and then I'm going to let you guys know if I agree or disagree and why. I'm going to rate them on a scale of 1 through 10, through worst advice, from worst advice to best advice. Worst being 1, best being 10, obviously. And I hope you guys fuck with the speed paint that's in the background. It's my first ever speed paint that's on a comic page size canvas. So I hope you guys fuck with it. And if you guys haven't already, I would appreciate a comment, like, and or subscribe. Because if you don't subscribe, I promise I will not volunteer as your tribute when the Hunger Games come. Why is that in the script? Okay. See you guys in the video. Hey guys, so the first Reddit advice it says, I have to say, I feel we almost lost all basic concept that to be good at something. It always starts with study, in some cases, practice, then practice again, then repeat. I say this because if you go on YouTube, you'll see things like the 5 things that will make you instantly better, or stuff like that, trying to say that there's a magic pill that will get you better. And I don't blame them at all, it's the game. And they are giving free knowledge, but it creates so many expectations that will be ultimately failed if people are not willing to practice for a long time. So with this Reddit comment, I don't necessarily agree with it or disagree with it. I mean to say, I don't necessarily disagree with this one. I hear all the time that people say the skill of art has to be acquired or born into somebody, and they say that because when they tried art, it just looked terrible. But I feel like that happens to a lot of artists, especially if you're just now beginning art. You know what I'm saying? And instead of quitting, what I'd recommend you to do is try to learn how to make art more fun to you. So, for example, when I first started learning art, I've already been doing it for 6 months. And then from there, I started tracing and just found new ways to always make it enjoyable for me. From there, at least then you'll be more okay with looking at your bad art. You just need to stick with it. And to me, there's really no such thing as bad art, just the unmotivated willingness to work and practice to be better at a new skill. I feel like a lot of people don't like to do skills that make them feel stupid or make them show how bad they are at that skill. But nobody that picks up basketball is just instantly Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? It's just instantly Kobe Bryant. You're always going to be terrible at something. You just need to stick with it long enough. Find new ways to make it enjoyable. Find new ways so you can practice every day. And then from there, at least when you actually start learning and then learning the basics, learning the fundamentals, then you will already be, I guess, used to looking at your bad art. From there, you just need to stick with it. So with this one, I guess I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So the next Reddit advice for artists says, it'll always look unfinished if you don't color. Sir, I am a manga artist. Now this one, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it needs to be explained a little bit more, you know? Because there's no doubt that if you just do the line art, it will look unfinished, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't add no color to it. But in the sense of being a manga artist, you're still finding a way to fill in the art. It's not just line art. You're using different shades of white, black, and grays to fill it in. You know what I'm saying? So with that, will it look unfinished if you just leave it unfilled? Yes. But does that mean it's bad? Not necessarily. A lot of people make money from selling coloring books. But I feel like the point of a coloring book is that you're giving people an opportunity to finish your art in the way they want to. You see what I'm saying? People who don't know how to draw necessarily, but might have a cool color scheme for your art. You're giving them the chance to finish your art. So does it look unfinished? Yes, it does. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not. So for this one, I definitely probably rate it a 5 out of 10. Okay, so this one says, if you use references, you are cheating. If you copy other art styles, then you are plagiarizing. So I see this one and I agree and disagree with it. I'm gonna be honest. There's some professional artists, there's some professors that'll encourage you to use references. They'll say don't draw without a reference. especially when you take into account that art in itself is a reference off of this reality. Any anime you watch, any gameplay you play, anything, any form of art is already based off of this reality. In anime, you'll see trees, you'll see grass, anything really that is a reference. As a professor, that is, you are teaching people art from your artwork and then from other people's artwork, like professionals and stuff, which means you are teaching them to reference your art. Well, you are giving them something to reference to, so it'll be easier to teach them how to do art. So with that one, I don't disagree. With the top one where it says if you use a reference you're cheating, I don't like that one. I disagree with that one. But now the one where it says if you copy other people's styles, then you are plagiarized. I feel like there's a big difference between copying their style and then drawing a one-to-one of their art. If you're copying a style but then putting your own twist on it, alright, I fuck with how they did that line art. I like how thick it is on the edges. So let me incorporate that into the poses and into my own characters. Then that is very much so okay. But if you are doing a one-for-one of other people's art or of whatever you're, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, that's terrible. So I honestly feel like that one just needed to be expanded on. I don't think it's terrible advice if they indeed meant in the sense of copying a one-to-one. In that case, I agree. But if it's just like the style itself, then I don't agree with that at all. To even find your own style, you're already, like when beginners draw, not knowing the fundamentals, not knowing, you know what I'm saying? They're already drawing with the style that they've been influenced by. Most people got into art from watching anime. So instantly, they only know how to draw from anime. You know what I'm saying? Some people probably got into art from realism. So then they want to start drawing realism, and then from there can actually start drawing whatever they want when they get good enough. So I don't disagree with the bottom one if it's in the sense of copying their style or copying one for one. But if it's like the actual style, the actual art style, then yeah, I disagree. So with this one, I'm gonna give a 3.5 because I feel like I have more disagrees than I do agrees for this one. So this one says, I don't think learn the fundamentals is bad advice, but it's the way it's given that pisses me off. Now this one I don't personally think is bad advice, as I definitely think it's necessary for you to learn the fundamentals if you are trying to make your art as a career. But you know, the way it's usually given is don't do art without learning the fundamentals, which that part is what I don't agree with. If you don't learn the fundamentals, just don't do art. As beginners, we didn't know the fundamentals. And professional artists who actually make money, in the beginning, they didn't learn the fundamentals. It was all about just trying to make it fun for them. Now, if you're trying to take that into a career, and you already, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, you definitely need to know the fundamentals. You definitely know how to draw. Need to know how to draw a circle for the head. You need to know the right proportions for the head. So this one, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's just the way it's worded, or the way that most people word it, that makes it sound like it's terrible advice, you know. But for the people that's just now beginning, and the people that's not necessarily all that good at art, don't focus on the fundamentals, just try to focus on making it fun for you. So then you can go on and then start actually wanting to learn how to better your art, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So this one I feel like I'm definitely gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not the best. So the next Reddit post that I have here, it says, artist, what is the worst advice you have ever received? Advice so bad that almost made you quit. I'll start with, you should only invest in art as a hobby. You can't make a living from it anyways. Now with this one, I'm not gonna lie, I'll give it a 0 out of 10, bro. A 0 out of 10, that is terrible advice. Anybody that says that isn't into art themselves. Don't listen to other people that's not even into art. Instead, listen to people that actually made art their profession. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand why people feel the need to start dissing other careers. Art has been out for a million years, being famous, getting money. You know what I'm saying? It's just like any other career. Yeah, I might be biased about this one because now I'm taking art very seriously and trying to make it a full-time job. Have I seen income out of it? No. You know what I'm saying? But have I seen people use my art that doesn't necessarily appreciate art as much as me? Most definitely. I think like 2 to 3 months of my art journey when I was in middle school, I was making art on my school iPad. If you guys remember the school iPads, let me know. But yeah, no, I was using the school iPads and I was giving away my art for free. I was promoting myself. I was saying, I'll draw you a profile picture. And then once people started actually using that profile picture, you will be surprised how many people at school started messaging me. Upperclassmen I didn't even know their names started messaging me, asking me for profile pictures. So take that and then put it to a wide scale. You could definitely make a career out of it. If there's more demand than the supply you have, the more you can upcharge. You see what I'm saying? So if you put that at a high scale, if you already have that momentum. So for example, I'm gonna go back to the upperclassmen. If I already had that momentum and enough upperclassmen, enough middle schoolers, enough, you know what I'm saying, started hitting me up, then I could charge and so on and so on. Art is no different from any other entrepreneurship. You just really gotta stick with it. So yeah, this one I definitely rate a 0 out of 10. This shit is ass. Oh guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is where I'm gonna end the video for today. If you enjoyed it, then make sure to smash that like button like I'm a duty old granny tonight. Oh shit, bro. This script, I need somebody to look at the script, bro. I'm gonna get canceled so quick. But yeah, if you fucked with this video, bro, make sure to comment down below what you want to see from me next. Comment and share with beginner artists who feel like they want to go into art but can't because of so much advice in which the art community gives. Because essentially anybody can get into art and you don't have to listen to every advice out there. There's a lot of bad ones in this one, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there was only like 2 decent ones and 1 good one. Always keep faith in your life and remember to smile if you haven't today yet. I'll see you guys in the next video.